the video. Okay, here. So you can see on my screen, this is 4.6 on your ebook under sa decimals and money. So here we are going to multiply and divide decimals by powers of 10. So if we are going to have a recap of your discussion when you were in grade 5, grade 6, grade 4, grade 3, you have this one in your math subjects. So, di ba, when we say powers of 10, ano siya ang mag-start, which is 10, and then we are going to have 100, 1,000, and then we're going to have 10,000, 100,000, million, and then so on and so forth. So here are some examples that you can see if we are going to multiply whole numbers with powers of 10. So, my technique that nga akong ihatag sa akong student is you are just going to multiply the non-zero digits. So when we say non-zero digits, mo na siya ang mga 1, 2, 3, 4, until 9. So we have here, i-multiply na to ang 12, and then i-multiply na to sa 1. So that is 12, because 12 times 1 is equals to 12. And then you are just going to count the number of zeros. So you have there usara ka buok. So you are just going to copy that one in your final answer. So 12 times 10, that is 120. Okay, remember, two steps ra siya. Multiply first the non-zero digit, and then count how many zeros, and then copy that one to your final answer. So as well as here, you have 12 times 100. So 12 times 1, that is 12, and then copy 2 zeros. So you have here this one, 1,200. Yes. And then for next one, we have here 12 times 1,000. So same process, non-zero digits, 12 times 1, that is 12. And then copy the 3 0. So you have there your final answer as 12,000. If your number is powers of 10, okay, that is your um, guide if you're going to answer. So actually, not only like 10, 100, you can also have the 10, 20, 30, 40. You can do that as well. Like for example, okay, let's change this one into 2. Okay, powers of 10 sa gihapon na siya. So this one, i-change po na to into 2. And then this one is changed into 2. So same process, i-multiply na to siya sa ato ang non-zero digits. So 12 times 2, that is 24. And then copy lang gihapon ng isa ka 0, so you have there 240. Okay? And then for this one, 12 times 3, 12 times 2, that is again 224. And then count how many zeros. You have there 1 and 2. So you have there 2,400. The same process here in 12 times 2,000. 12 times 2, that is 24 again. And then copy the 3 zeros. So you have there 24,000. Okay, nagets ra? That is how we are going to multiply whole numbers. Okay, whole numbers na siya, class. Do you have any questions? Can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Okay. Sa mandapit ang wala na understand. Kuan pa ni siya ha, whole numbers pa ta, wala pa ta nag-decimals. What do you mean? Yeah, nag-multiply ra ko. here in 12 times 2. Ako lang i-change. That is already another example. Okay? So, sige, I'll give you another example so that you can understand better. So, we have here, in this case, that this one, di ba, we have 12 times 2. Di lang na nato siya, kung ano, done na siya nga example. So, I'll give another one. For example, we have here, 4 times 10. I know this is very much easy for you kay dali raman siya 40 ra siya no. Pero if we want to have a shorter way nga dili na gyud kay ka mag-solve og dinagko, you can have multiply the non-zero digits. So where is the non-zero digits here, di ba? This one kaning 4 og kaning 1. Right? Mo na siya atong non-zero digits. So we are just going to multiply the non-zero digits, which is 4 times 1. That is equivalent to 4. That is our first step. Okay? And then sa second step nato, atong i-count kung pila ang 0 nga atong makita diri sa atong powers of 10. Okay, we have 1 only. So more na siya mong i-copy sa imong final answer. That's why you got 40. So maybe for you, ang kani siya nga given nga, dali raman ang 4 times 10. But what if the numbers are bigger? Like for example, you will have there 4 times this one, like 100,000. That one. Yeah. Remember that we are talking here powers of 10. Okay, so powers of 10 pamanta. So na jud ta dapat 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Okay? Remember that one. We are talking here powers of 10 pa. Maybe what you said is a complex numbers pa. Or complex numbers na. Okay, so mustik sa ta sa atong lesson. Okay, so maabot raman ta ana. Okay, so here in our example, so mag-multiply ta sa atong 4 times 1. So that is 4. And then count how many zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So naay 5 ka zeros. So meaning to say 400,000 is the answer. Okay, that is still multiplying with whole numbers with the powers of 10. Okay, powers of 10 ta class ha, napata sa powers of 10. But our prerequisite ra na siya, or that is your knowledge when you were on grade 5, grade 4, grade 3. I hope nakahinumdum ra mo sa inyong discussion with your teachers. Okay, so now is we're gonna move with our topic yun, which is for multiplying decimals by power of 10. Okay, so as you can see, powers of 10 atay 10, 100, and then 1,000 here. And then ang atoang given is we are already having decimals, which is 1.2. So teacher, unsaon man ni nato siya pag-solve nga mas dali ra? Okay. So we have here, you are just going to move the decimal place nimo. Okay, so for example, this one, di ba, 1.2. So you are going to make this one as whole number. So kani siya, imong i-move diri, so it will be equivalent to 12. Ma-12 na siya. And then, ang kanimuhang 10 is mag-move ka og decimal place as well. Okay? Mag-move ka og decimal place as well. So, you have there, this one, mahimo na siya og, a moment sa, ato sa siyang i-erase on ha. Di mo gud makita ang eraser nag-record ko. Okay. Actually, naa siya 2 steps if mag-solve ta og multiplying decimals og with the powers of 10. So, ang first step is pwede nimong mag-multiply na lang kada aniya. So, for example, you have there 1.2 times 10. Diba? If we are going to solve that one right away, makuha ra man gyud siya into 12. But here, ang nakalahi ra niya is we're going to multiply that one and then mag-move na lang ta sa tuang decimal point. Okay, kanisha, we have here 1.2. And then kung pila imong 0 diha, mao pud na imuhang i-move sa imuhang decimal. Okay? So imuharang i-move imong decimal, 1 ra man imong 0, so 1 ra pud imuhang i-move. Okay, pwede mag-off sa tag mic ha. Niungot na akong kuan screen. Okay, so mo na siya ang easier way. Kato kong giingon ganina is mas taas-taas man to siya og step. So this one is imo running kopyahon imuhang given dere and then you are just going to move your decimal point to the right kung pila ka book imong 0. Okay, for example this 1.2, di ba? This one kay mo naman na siya 12, mo nang 12 ang answer dira. Well here mag-move ka diri naman kay 2 ka zeros, so mag-move ka 2 to the right. So you will have there your 1.2 and then move 2 decimal places, 1 and then 2. So ang mahitabuan na niya, you have already here na nadiri mong decimal point. So kanang walay number dira, you can put a 0 there. So that's why you got 120 if you're going to multiply 1.2 times 100. Okay, nasabtan ra class, it's actually a pattern. Not totally a kanang mag-solve gyud ta og kanang binag-as or tinag-as. Okay? So far na questions? Wala ra. Okay, nasabtan ra. And the same process if we are going to multiply 1.2 times 1,000. So you have there kaning atong decimal point, gi-move ra pud nato pila ka 0 sa 1,000. Pila ka 0 ang nasa 1,000? Tulo. So katulo pud ta nag-move sa tuang decimal point. So 1, 2, and 3. And then butangan na nato siya 0. So you will have there your answer as 1,200. So that is how you are going to multiply decimals with the powers of 10. Okay, so you have as well some examples na makita dere sa tuang screen. So you have there 51.6 times 100. So as you can see, the first step is you're going to move the decimal point to the right. So you're just going to count how many zeros nga nasa imuhang powers of 10. So duha man kabuok ang nasa 100, so nag-move tag 2 places. So 1 and then 2 and then you're going to fill in blank places with 0. So that's why we have a final answer of 5,160. Okay? And then same as well with example number 2. So 258 and 7/10 times 1,000. So we have here in our 1,000, we have 3 zeros. So ato siyang i-move og 3 places. So you have there 1, 2, and 3 and then fill in zeros sa katong mga na-blank place. So you will have your answer as 258,700. Okay, so far, do you have any questions? May questions? Okay, wala ra. So how about this one, class? I want you to answer this one. Okay, right away, ha? 24.3 times 100. Okay, very good. We have from Estonilo, Viordo, Aninion Reyes Galarpe. Laura Habil, we have 2,430. Okay, good job. Okay, how about this one, class? How about this one? 2.43 times 100. Okay, very good. So, naka-understand yun di ay tanan. Okay, good job. So, that is the process if we are going to multiply decimals with powers of 10. Now, this time, class, is we are going to have the dividing numbers with the powers of 10. So, ang kanisiya, class, di ba, to the right man ang ato ang movement sa ato ang decimal places. Here in dividing is we are going to move it to the left. Okay, pa-left na siya. So, here in our example, we have 3.74 divided by 10. So, di ba, here in our 3.74, ato lang gi-move og same lang gihapon. Kung pilay 0 dira, mora sa naimuhang movement. So, 1 ang 0, so mag-move ta to the left. Okay, so, ang nahitabo, nahimo na siya point 374 thousandths. Okay, and then pwede na ta mag-add og 0 kay kuan naman na siya 3.374 naman na siya. So, para same tag-answer tanan, we can put 0 before sa atong decimal point. Okay, so next one, we have 3.74 divided by 100. So, duha man ka 0, so to the left, duha po iyahang movement sa decimal places. So, 1, 2. So, that is equivalent to 0.0374. Okay, remember ha? Multiplication to the right, division to the left. Okay, questions so far? Okay, none. Now, this time, look at the chat. Yara kayo ko'y copy sa division nga symbol. Okay, how about this one? Okay, very good. The answer is 2.43. Okay, good job. How about this one, class? Okay, we have answers here. Okay. So our answer is 0.02433. Okay, so good job, everyone. So, be mindful lang ha kung asa ta mag-move sa atong decimal places, sa right ba or sa left ba siya. So, what if, teacher, kung mag-divide tag number niya? May question? Wala di ay. Nag-answer pa di ay. Sige. So, what happens when we divide a number by 0.1, 0.01, 0.001, and so on? So, sa kani siya nga example, we have as well a technique. So, ang atong buhaton ananiya, class, if kanina gani atong i-divide, kuan pa man gihapon ni siya class. This is still a powers of 10. Okay, powers of 10 lang gihapon siya. So what if kani teacher? 24 divided by 0.1. Okay, so kung mag-divide na ganita ani niya class, di ba 0.1 kung ato na siyang i-change into decimal, ano, if i-change na to siya into fraction, di ba that is 1 over 10. Can you still remember changing decimal to fractions?
Yeah.
So, di ba that is 1 over 10. So, if you can still remember, kung mag-multiply ganita class o mag-divide ganita og fractions, you can do that one nga. Ang kaning imong division symbol, you're going to change that one into multiplication, and then 1 over 10 will become 10 over 1. So, this is a fraction. Diba? This was our lesson pag first grading. Kung we are going to divide fractions. So here, from division, na-change siya into multiplication. And then, ang 1 over 10 became 10 over 1. Yeah, reciprocal. Yeah. Diba? Mama na siya tong steps sa um, dividing fractions. I-change ang division symbol to multiplication, and then ang second number ato siyang i-reciprocal. So, mo ni siya itong gibuhat. So, division, and then na-change to multiplication, and then 1 over 10 became 10 over 1. So, di ba, we can multiply that one already. So, kana siya 24 times 10. Pwede na itong magamit ang kanina sad nga learnings a while ago, katong mag-move sa 0 or mag-copy sa 0. So, 24 times 1, that is 24, and then copy 0, that is 240. So, teacher, naon sa maning 1 diri, di ba? Kung kung mag-divide, kung mag-multiply ganitag fractions class niya na whole number nga tapad, remember that that whole number kay equivalent to 1 iyang denominator. So, di ba, kung mag-multiply raman ta kay 24 times 10, numerator by numerator, that is 240, and then denominator by denominator times 1. So, and then if we have here 240 divided by 1, that is still equivalent to 240. Basta sa fraction, gani ang whole number na nasiyay invisible nga denominator nga 1. Kung i-change na nimo siya fraction form. Okay, nasabtan? Oh, okay. Yes, very good. And now we have here our second example. So we have here 65 divided by 0.01. So same process ng gihapon class. Okay? Ang ato ang decimal diri, i-change na to into fraction form. And then we are going to do the division of fractions. So from division, ma-change siya into multiplication. And then ang kani ato ang second given will be magkuha ta sa iyang reciprocal. So 1 over 100, that is 100 over 1. And then i-multiply ra na to, 65 times 1, that is 65, and then copy 2 zeros. 1, 2. So your answer will be 6,500. Okay. So far, na questions about ani? If ever, ang ato ang divisor kay in decimal form pod. Okay. Oh, easy ra daw. Okay, so very good na kay easy ra daw. Okay. So, now we have here, we can see that the divisor has been changed into a whole number by first multiplying it to the power of 10. So, do the shortcut of moving the decimal point to the right as many places as there are decimal places in the divisor. Okay. So, kani pod siya, actually, pwede ra gyud ni siya og kanang simple form pod. Kanya tong given diri sa babaw, kaning 24. Pwede ra pod na siya into simple nga way. So, we have here an example. Kung ganahan ra tag move ra tong buhaton. So, we have there 6.41 divided by 0.1. So, di ba, atong decimal place diri is 1 raman siya. Di ba, 1 ra na atong decimal place. Para ma-whole number siya. So, ang ato rang buhaton class is i-move ra na nato atong decimal place to the right. Muratag nag-multiply ani. Okay? Basta kani ang given ha, basta ani ang given sa atong divisor. Muratag nag-multiply kay to the right ra ang movement. So you have there 6.41, mag-move ra kag 1 decimal point. So your answer is 64.1. And then this one is 2 man ihang decimal point, so mag-move kag 2 to the right gihapon. 1, 2. We have 641. And then this kay tulo man iyahang decimal places, so katulo po ta mo move. So we have 1, 2, and then 3. So you have there 6,410. So same ra pod ani class. Okay, same ra pod ani. Diba tong given is 24. And then diba natay usa ka decimal place. So basta whole number man class kay ato ang remember ha, basta whole number ang ato ang decimal ana niya is naa sa kinatumyan sa right. Okay? Nasa kinatumyan sa right. So, mag-move ra daw tag-usa kay 1 man sa diri ang decimal place. So, you move 1 place, so you have there 240. And then this one, we have 65. And then ato ang places diri kay 1, 2. So, mag-move na sa tag 2 places. 1, 2. So, you have there 6,500. Wala siya yung shortcut way. Okay? So far na question sa ato ang kaning example. Okay, wala ra. Okay, so what if teacher nga hala atong giingon nga lagi teacher kay division ra lagi ang nasa atong LMS. So what if kung ang ihatag class kay multiplication? So what if we have 6.41 and then times 0.1? So what we are going to do here is pabali na sa 'di ba kay ato ang multiplication last time or sa kaninga example is to the right man ang ato ang movement. We're going to move it to the right. If 110, 1,000 inana ang given. Pero if decimal gani ang gihatag which is 0.01 or 0.1, we are going to move our decimal places to the left. Okay? So, to the left siya class. Okay, 6.41 man di ni. Okay, so we have there. So, kani siya, di ba, we have 1 decimal places raman, 1. So, mag-move tag 1 to the left. So, you will have your answer as 0.641. Remember sa movement ha, na siya changes, basta decimal ang given. Shall we say, reverse siya. If ang ato ang divisor is 0.1, 0.10, 0.100. And then same as well here. 6.41 times 0.01. So we have here 1 and then 2. So i-move na to the left, 2 places pod. 1 and then, oops, ligahay ang mouse. 2. Okay, so you have there 0.0641. Okay, nasabtan ra class?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So that is for multiplying and dividing decimals by powers of 10. 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. We have here 0.01, 0.1, 0.001. Okay? So if wala na question, we are going to move with estimating products of decimals. Okay, so unsa di ay ning estimating products, teacher? Okay, so if I will ask you, class, what is or what do we mean by estimating? Sige daw. Sa inyo mga na-learn when you were on your mga lower years, grade 5, grade 4, grade 3. Unsa din ang estimating? Mag-estimate ka, yes. Mag-estimate siya sa estimating. Pero unsa din ang estimate? Something, something, something. Sige daw, from the word estimating. Okay. Yes? Anyone? Okay. So we have here to see how much is the total, like estimate the total. Okay. So actually, you have a point. Um, but when we are going to say estimating, is that we are going to find a value close to the correct answer. Okay, we're going to find a value close to the correct answer. So teacher, unsaon man ni nato kung para makaibaw gyud tag unsa ning estimating. So I have here a number line. So ang number line gyud makapaklaro aning estimating. Or shall we say when we say estimating, it's like that we are rounding or rounding up or rounding off numbers. Okay? So for example, um here. So for example, na ako'y 7, kuan siya, 0, and then 10, 20, 30. So, for example, na ay 27 kabuok estudyante ang grade 8 Samuel. So if we are going to estimate, like wala jud dili siya sure nga 27 di ay siya kabuok, pero mao'y giingon sa katong nagsuwat sa mga pangalan na day 27. Nya mo na man ta nga ay wala man siya sure. So mag-estimate na lang ta. Okay? Kaysa arita sa magkuwang atong ihatag or manubra atong ihatag, magpili ta. So kung mag-ingon tag estimate, class, we are going to choose kung asa to siya mas duol. Like for example, ang 27 ka estudyante, we are not sure nga 27 jud sila kabuok, and then mag-estimate raman daw ta. So which do you think ang atong dadon? Which do you think ang ato ang mas safe nga magdata? For example, uh, me teacher will bring some pens to grade 8 Samuel students. And then, ang giingon sa katong teacher nila is murag 27. So, murag not sure. So, man ako nga, okay, so not sure man siya. So, dapat na ako'y sobra nga dadon pero dili magkuwang. So, magtanaw ta sa 27 diri. Asa man siya mas duol? Sa 20 or sa 30? Okay, okay ra ba nga magdakog 20 lang? Okay, no. So mao na siya tong gitawag og estimating. We are going to find something close to the correct answer. So if 28 sila kabuok, okay ra. Safe gihapon ko kay 30 man akong gidala. Okay? And then one more thing, if we are having estimating, ang estimating class na ano siya clue. If we have here some yeah, by 10. By 10 siya. Not really by 10, pwede but by 100. And ana, as long as kung asa siya mas duol. Dili sa to kayon nga magdalan tag 28, what if 29 di ay? Basta naraman daw roughly sa mga 27 in ana. So, manang mas sure adto ta sa mas higher. Okay, pero if same ra gud gihapon sa mag-round off taog numbers class, Di ba, if mag-round off tag numbers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, mag-round down ta. And then if we have 5, 6, 7, 8, mag-round up ta. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, mag-round up ta. Okay, so one more thing, if we have here rounding off numbers, kung naana tayo word problem class, remember the word about. Okay? About. Kanang about nga word, that is your clue nga rounding off numbers na siya. Okay, aside from the word estimate, kani siya. Aside from the word estimate, ang about pod is one clue na siya. Okay, so we have here an example problem. Teresa needs to buy her 3 children 3 white shirts each. If one shirt costs 149.95 in Divisoria, estimate the amount Teresa needs to prepare.
50.
Okay, so ato siyang mas ma-fix man siya, di ba, if 150 ang dadon. So you have there, kung ato siyang i-estimate, atong tan-awon ang given nga gihatag sa cost sa t-shirt. So ang cost man sa t-shirt is 149 times 9. 149.95 times 9. So ang kanang 149.95 ato siyang i-round up. 'Di ba? Kay mas duol man ang 149 sa 150. 'Di ba? Dili ba siya mas duol sa 140. So ato siyang gi-round up mo nang nahimo siya 150 times 9. And then you are just going to multiply that one using sa katong giingon ako ganina. You can multiply 15 times 9. That is 135 and then copy 10, so 1,350. So therefore, the cost of 9 shirts is less than 1,350. Sa 1,000 man siya, dili 149. This one, nasayop ni siya class. Kanina, sayop ang ebook. Mura siya kuan sa 1,049. Okay. So, kuan na siya, 149.95. Okay, so in estimating products as well, we have two ways. So, natay two ways. We have the first one is rounding off, and then we have the front end strategy. Actually, same ramang gyud gihapon siya. So, we have here in rounding off numbers. So, sa kaninga example class, as you can see, both of the given are in decimal form. Okay, in decimal form. So, kung in decimal form gani silang both, you are going to round off the numbers or round off the decimals kaning duha. So, unlike sa atong given ganina nga 150 times 9 ra. So, 9 ra, dili naman ta maka-round off ani kay woman siya right, di ba? So, manang sa kani, diretso siya times 9. But here in our example, 24.6 times 8.4. So, ang 24.6, same ra gyud gihapon sa tong process sa nag-round off ta og decimals. Di ba, naman tay lesson ani last time, pag first grading. So, same lang gihapog process. Look at sa iyahang right, pero this time is ari na ta magtan-aw sa iyahang highest decimal places. Okay? So, we have here this one, 24.6. So, ari ta magtan-aw sa kaning 4. So, teacher, yung ka highest. In a way nga mas magsunod gani siya sa ato ang decimal. So, mo na siya tong tan-awon. So, we have here 24.6. So, kani siya 4 and then 6 man ihang tapad. So, round up, round down. Round up. Kanyan man tas 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, mag-round up ta. So, mag-round up ta, ato ring adan og 1 ang ato ang 4 mo nang you have here 25. And then this one, you have there 8.4. Iyang tapad kay 4 class, round up, round down. round down. So from 8.4 nahimo siya 8. Okay, and then you're just going to multiply that one. 25 times 8, that is 200. Okay, na-Jira class. Wala na ko nagtanaw sa inyong kuan. Basta na questions. Okay, wala rin question. Okay, no questions? Sige, now let's look at the next one. Next example here. So, 89.21. So, 89, so arita magtanaw sa 9. And then, ihang tapad to the right class kay 2 man. Round up, round down. Round down. So, we have here 89. How about 12.7? 7 ihang right. Round up. So, from 12.7, it became 89 times 13. So if we're going to multiply that one, we have 1,157. And then for our last example, so kani teacher, di ba ari man ta magtan-aw. So 8 iyahang tapad class. Round up, round down. Okay, round up. So kana siya ma-0 na tanan diha and then i-change ni mug 1 kay mag plus 1 man ka diri. So ma-whole number na siya. So here 5.1, round up, round down. Round down. Very good. Okay, remember ha, basta sa decimal ato ang given, magtan-aw ta sa iyahang ones place. Kung decimal na ay decimal iyahang tapad. But if whole number iyang tapad, mao na to nga highest degree or highest place value atong tanawon. So, makita ninyo diri sa atong front end strategy. So, this one is whole number, 73. So, highest niya nga place value atong tanawon. So, our highest place value here is kaning sa tens, di ba? Or kaning 7. So, atong tanawon niyang tapad, that is 3. Round up, round down. Round down. So, it became 70. Okay. And then, kani siya, we have here the next one, 12.4. Actually, nasayop ni siya class. That is 10.4. Okay, na-type po na siya sa ebook. So, that is 10.4. So, this one, 10.4. Unsa may tabo niya? Okay, round down. So, that is 70 times 10. So, 70 times 10, that is 700. Okay, same process rigid siya class sa rounding off og sa front end. Okay, so far, na questions? Okay, wala. So, good job, everyone. Okay. So, since you already know how to multiply and divide decimals with the powers of 10 and estimating products of decimals, and then we are already 1.52, 1.52, 1 and then 52 minutes. So, I think I'm going to give you your asynchronous task, which is multiplication of decimals. Okay? Yeah, we're still in decimals pa man. Okay? So, here in multiplication of decimals is, I want you to study this one. Okay, so you know naman the process in multiplication of decimals. You have here multiply as in the same as whole numbers. Okay, or maghatag lang kog quick and then ma-end ta og 56. 3 minutes. Discuss ni nato. So we have here the steps in multiplying decimals is the same as multiplying whole numbers. Okay, however, na siya extra steps in which is that we're going to know where to place the decimal point. Okay, so we have here an example, 2.3 times 3. So the same as ragyod sa ato ang mag-multiply tag whole numbers class. Magsugod ta sa right. So 3 times 3, that is 9. 3 times 2, that is 6. So ang ato lang yung buhaton diri is i-count nato pila ka buok decimal imong makita diha or decimal places nga imong makita. So, di ba here in our 2.3 na atay 1. So, maora po na siya ang imuhang i-move sa imuhang final answer. Di ba na kay 69? So, ang kanimo 69, ihang decimal point ana na pa diri sa tumoy. Dili pa man na siya final answer. So, you're going to move 1 as well to the left. So, you are going to get 6.9 as your final answer. Okay, nasabtan? Okay, sige. I'll give another example kanang wala dira sa ato ang kuan. So, we have here 42 times 42.4 times 8. So, ato ra siyang i-multiply the same as multiplying whole numbers. 8 times 4, 32. And then 8 times 2, 16. 16 plus 3, 19. Carry 1. 8 times 4, 32 again, plus 1, 33. Is this our final answer? No. How many decimal point or how many decimal places makita nato sa tong given? 2? Okay, 1. Ari jud ka magtan-aw, class. Okay? Sa kani, ari ra sa right ka magtan-aw. Or sa mga numbers nga before, di ba naraman diri atong decimal nga places, kani siya whole number naman ni siya nga part diri. So, ari ra pud ta magtan-aw. Okay? So, 1 raman siya, di ba 1? So, 1 ra ihang decimal. So, 1 ra pod. So, you're going to move to the left 1 decimal place. So, your final answer would be 339.2. Okay? Nasabtan? Okay. One last example mo entag 157. Okay. We have here 17.3 times 1.2. Okay, we have here multiply 6, 14, carry 1, 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3, and then this 1 times 2, 3, 1 times 3, and then 1 times 7, 7, then 1 times 1, 1. Okay, same ra na ha nga nag-multiply tag whole number, and then bring down 6, and then this one 7, this one is 10, and then carry 1, that is 20. So, pila ka buong atong decimal makita, class? Sa first nga given, pila? 1. And then sa ato ang second nga given, pila? 1 plus 1. 2. So, 2 decimal places po imuhang i-move. So, your answer will be 20.76. Okay, nasabtan? Okay. So, i-add nimo kung pila tanan imong makita nga decimal places here. Okay, it's sakto ha, 157. So, do you have any questions? Wala? Nasabtan ra? Okay. So,